Every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now I must proceed. Yo, we about to make moves, set speed. Beast to make me fight Q-tip, I think Shahid. Watch me out like Apollo Creed. Body, making you just feed off dynamic flows and take heed. When I step up in the place, and yo, I step correct. I got you all in check. I got that head nod that make you your neck. I got you all in check, and you know we come through to wreck the disco neck. Never disrespect. I got you all in check. How dare you ever try to step on my suede shoes? Top gun.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Caribbean Isle of Puerto Rico and its historic capital city of San Juan. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Black Knights of San Juan. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in San Juan. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Viking 18.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
At the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
Now back to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago. He makes another catch here for good yardage.
Ready? 19 Tiger.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's across midfield from one 49 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is, we want to be the guys to end that.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
That's good for a Steelers first down. A gain of 26 yards.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close. A turnover there in the end zone.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down.
Ready, ready. Ready.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
And 10 yards to go.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Yellow. Hey, 43. Hey, Sunday. 15. Hey, 15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. They'll find Henderson out of the backfield here. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a San Juan 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
They'll get further out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
You look at this Steeler defense.
Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
From the 23, here's the 2nd down and 6.
Mahomes to throw once more.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. Now inside the 25.
And touchdown!
Jamar Chase
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Black Knights use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And he'll go down as this drive is started at the 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Pittsburgh.
19 Charger, 19 Lions. 19 19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for two.
The Steelers will line up for the two-point conversion.
And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for two, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now.
At the Steelers' 34-yard line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. A tight one. 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And we all like to see tick on. So bring yourself over here, girl. And let me see you get low if you want this group now.
Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down.
Yellow.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
5-yard gain on the play. That's another San Juan first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Mahomes. Throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mahomes now on the sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for a touchdown. The sneak successful for the yard out. And the Black Knights are able to move back in front.
And this is something right out of Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
And will be intercepted. Now here's Johnson.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is good. The score, Black Knights 13. Steelers.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored it.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. It's going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around. First and 10, Taylor now.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. Pass caught right side by Taylor. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
Second and 5.
Yellow. All right, go, Lula. Hey, 43. Come back.
Now here's Mahomes.
Finds his receiver, Watson.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Up
the middle, here's Taylor.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units. And they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Out route to Hill, complete.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. He'll look to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Now a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
They'll look to throw again.
He'll get this out right here, McCaffrey.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker, or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. Stack. Back row 80. Top row 18.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Fred Warner.
Intercepted.
The interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in this. December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
We'll get this complete to Worthy.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hey, 15. What's that?
They're going to look to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
First down.
Yellow.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown.
Christian Watson.
In the final seconds of the first half. And the Black Knights will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
27, Steelers 8.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Now he's going to step up and run.
Yeah, he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hams team able to secure the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage coverage there forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's now second down.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now a 2nd and 10.
15. Wait. Hey, rim blast. Yellow.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Hold on these two. I go on, Eddie.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
He'll complete this one to Watson.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, he does have one touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him first and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play.
Yellow.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He's airing it out for Williams. Here's a diving catch right side. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 60 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short game. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
On the check.
Back to throw here.
Right side to Williams.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll get in for the 2 points, as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. Yeah, the option play working flawlessly right there. What'd you think of the call?
Love the call. That's really football 101 to me. 2-point conversion, run quarterback option. That means he can either keep it himself or pitch it to a trailing back. That usually opens things up for an offense.
And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Looking to put a drive together. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He will find his man Chase complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
17 yards.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. There goes a gain of 4. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Cameron Dicker on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers are back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? And, you know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? Remember with the dribbler, draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
37-yard line.
I see the bunch of mean guys in the band and a tie. Going on the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. I ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by the thighs. Gripping on
the offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's second down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
15.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. Now we give to Taylor. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, I guess you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now here's Mahomes. He hits his target, left side, Watson. Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. They lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Quick slant caught by Chase. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Black Knights are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Mahomes will throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Knights 38, Steelers 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2nd and 6. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And they're going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. On the handoff, Taylor. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 77 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's 2nd down.
20-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Hey, 43, 43, undercut.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. Still moving. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from the 20. And the Black Knights extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the two-point try.
The offense will line up for a
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add two more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
46. Steelers 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
And the Steelers first down. A gain of 30.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw again. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
19 yards. That's good for the Steelers. First down.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
And a Steeler first down.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Here's 2nd and 10.
5 yards. It's 2nd down.
Drop 50.
Now back to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, a wide open receiver. It's Harrison. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Justin Jefferson. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. And the option play works on the 2-point try. What'd you think of the call?
I like the call. What you're worried about, though, is if the defense blitzes the play. And if they do, what your answer is, the option. Why? If they blitz it, the quarterback has a chance to get rid of it to a trailing back. That one worked pretty well there.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here.
63-yard attempt.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for San Juan,
they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's a late-season stumble as they're going to fall to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.